Welcome back to another Daily Dose with Pastor Dixie. I'm Pastor David Harrelson. I'm filling in for Pastor Dixie this week. And I want to talk to you about another one of my favorite scriptures. Today we're going to look at James 1, verse 12. I'm just going to read through this real quick. Blessed is the man who remains steadfast under trial. For when he has stood the test, he will receive the crown of life, which God has promised to those who love him. Now, I taught on this this past Sunday morning to the youth, and it ties into something that I think is apropos for the beginning of the year. You know, one of the most impactful things that will affect year 2025 is the way you remember 2024. You have a choice. You can choose to remember the many good things that happened in 2024, or you can choose to focus on generally the fewer bad things that happened in 2024. It's kind of like when you're meeting somebody, you can choose to remember the hundreds of nice things and nice conversations that you've had with that person, or you can focus in on the one time that you had an argument and those things that were said during that argument. And depending on which way you choose to recall that memory is going to determine how it's going to go. Well, it's the same way for 2025. Okay, so depending on how you look back at 2024 is going to affect your 2025. If you choose to look at the blessings of God, the end result, the outcomes that he brought you through, the trials and tribulation that you went through, and he walked next to you side by side and brought you through that, and you came out on the other side victorious. If you choose to focus on that, then I think you're going to go into 2025 with a very positive attitude, and you're probably going to have a really good year. I would challenge you to make it your best year by focusing on the goodness of God, the things that he did in 2024. Think about where you were maybe 5-10 years prior and how different your life is right now. How many blessings he's brought into your life. Maybe a child, maybe a living situation is different, maybe a different job, maybe a vehicle, maybe just some relationships that have been restored. And then use that as a motivation to go into 2025 with some goals. You know what? I'm going to improve my relationships even more. I'm going to upgrade my living situation even more. And I'm going to take care of the things that God has blessed me with, because he makes it clear in scripture that if we're diligent with the blessings that he's provided, then we're in line to receive greater blessing. And we want our storehouses to be overflowing. So I just want to challenge you going into 2025. Let's look at the positive. Let's look at the good things. Let's look at the many blessings that God has brought us in 2024. And let's go forward into 2025 excited, making it the best year ever. I'm Pastor David Harrelson. Thanks for joining me.